And welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio's live coverage. We are at Seattle Academy and bringing you senior night. The Seattle Academy Cardinals taking on the Cedar Park Christian Eagles. And senior night here. And senior Lucy Van Newkirk was just recognized. And we're about to tip it off. And actually now to tip off. And Lucy Van Newkirk with the steal off the inbound. And then misses the lay-in, unfortunately. But yeah. And so the Cardinals in full court pressure against Cedar Park here. Cedar Park gets it across, and another steal. And the Cardinals on the run here. And again, as I said, senior night, and Lucy Van Newkirk was recognized. Faye Tade with the ball, moving it around, trying to find an opening. Over to Katie Drace. Drace takes it all the way to the basket. Off the window, won't go, but there's Tade with the rebound, and her putback won't go as well. And now Cedar Park on the run. And I think they're going to call that senior Lucy Van Newkirk on a foul. She came up and forced a loose ball, but they said there was some contact there. So Lucy Van Newkirk, check that. It looks like they're calling that on Faith Tade.
Now,
So
if you joined us last year and had the opportunity to see Seattle Academy play, this is how they play defensive pressure. They go after everything and try to create turnovers and loose balls.
Absolutely, and head coach Joel DuPree, who is looking dapper, I might say, this evening. We'll talk more about his attire in a minute, but he is a run and gun, and so his philosophy is the more shots we get up, the better the odds are that some are going to sink. And so they will do, as Tony said, full court pressure, and they will move the ball around and run and gun. And it's a fun style of play. So turnover, 7:08. We're just starting here in the first quarter. 7:08 left to play in the first quarter. No score yet. Seattle Academy and Bear Creek, and drive to the basket. Contact, but they don't call it. That was Katie Drace. And there was no contact there.
It's nice to see Drace attack the hoop like that.
Yeah, she really is. And so Drace with the turnover. Oh, great defensive play by Drace. And then she takes it in for the basket. Katie Drace, the 5'10 junior. Putting the Cardinals up 2-0. They draw first blood. And on the other end, the miss and the rebound and a putback by Sky Bonner won't go. And Faye Tade across the timeline, then taking it to the basket. Faye Tade and won't go, but she's going to be fouled going to the basket. So the junior will go to the line. You may remember her brother was a quarterback over at Garfield a couple of years ago. Faye Tade here, a junior at Seattle Academy. She'll go to the line. She'll have 2 shots. Wearing the infamous number 23, that of one Michael Jordan.
Rainier Avenue Radio, and we'll have one more series of games, Rick, after senior night tonight on the 22nd, and then that will conclude our basketball season. But I just found out, Rick, again, that 1A is putting together a kind of an unofficial state tournament, and you will be doing the play-by-play.
They are, yes. An unofficial state tournament will be at Cedar Park Christian in Bothell, and that'll be happening June 30th, July 1st, and 2nd. And those games you will be able to see them. They'll be streaming, and I'll be doing the play-by-play for those as well. And so great opportunity, Tony, for it's just the boys. They didn't have enough girls teams, apparently. Put back by, I believe that was the number 11, Ela Giblin for the Cardinals to give Seattle Academy a 4-0 lead here. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Again, that pressure on defense.
Lucy Van Newkirk with the steal, and then trying to hit Faith Tade, and pass just a little out of her reach and goes out of bounds. So it'll be Cedar Park Christian's ball. Checking in for the Eagles, number 13, Olivia Decker. And for the Cardinals, number 13, freshman Kylia McRoy checks in. 5'5", freshman guard. And so again, the full court pressure by Seattle Academy, but Cedar Park no problem breaking through it this time. Going to the basket, that's a Morgan Perigo. And there are 3 of the Perigo sisters here on this team, and Morgan going to the line. She fouled on her drive to the basket, and Faye Tade missed both of her free throws earlier. And so the Seattle Academy still with a 4-0 lead here. And Perigo's first free throw is up and in for Morgan. She'll have one more. We have a small crowd here. And again, celebrating senior night. And we have a special program in between the 2 games. Second free throw is no good. Tade with the rebound. Special program at in between the 2 games. We'll tell you more about that at halftime. Faye Tade, the lefty, the 3-pointer. Nothing but net. Looking like her daddy, Dana.
And you're gonna see a lot of that all night from Seattle Academy.
Oh yeah.
Whether they're dropping or whether they're not.
Yep.
They're
They
gonna
will
keep
continue
firing.
to put them up. Yeah. And again, talked about Coach Joel DuPree, and we'll get our camera on him in a little while. But he's in the navy pants, and I like the sneakers going with it, and matching the blue shirt, the blue tie. So looking kind of dapper. I'm gonna have to give Coach some dap on that. Yes, indeed, looking good. And Joel DuPree just has done a great job here with the Seattle Academy program, and his players love him, and just has a lot of fun, Tony, and that's what it's about. He's serious and really teaches them the fundamentals of the game, but at the end of the day, he says, let's go out and have some fun. We're going to run and gun. We're going to pressure defense, and that's how we play. We're going to live or die by it.
So, again, that full court pressure.
So inbounds and near steal there.
Getting their hands on the ball.
Liam McRoy, the freshman, knocks it out of bounds.
And the converse of that, Rick, is dealing with that pressure constantly takes a toll on you.
It really does, and it forces some unforced errors, bad passes and what have you. This time, a drive inside, and Olivia Decker with the lay-in won't go. And Faye Tate with the ball across the timeline. She finds McRoy. McRoy over to Tate, and
a little shuffle
Tate hit
there.
the three, but they called a travel before the shot on McRoy. And like you said, Tate looks like she's on tonight, and when she's hitting that three, watch out. So the Eagles take it out on the run. Olivia Decker with it. Out to Alex Charlton. The long three-pointer won't go. Faith Tate with the rebound. And she's got Lucy Van Newkirk, and Van Newkirk knocked down. No foul.
A little bit of contact.
Yeah,
there.
It looked like Alex Charlton got a little bit of shoulder on her there, but no foul. But the Cardinals will retain possession. 25 on the shot clock. If you just joined us, Rick DuPree, Tony Benton. Tony B, we are here live at Seattle Academy, bringing you Seattle Academy, the girls, and Cedar Park Christian Eagles. And Seattle Academy leading at 7-1. 5 minutes left to play here. And that was Katie Drace. Three-pointer won't go, but Lucy Van Newkirk with the rebound. Faye Tate, the three-pointer won't go. But there is a Drace with another rebound. Tate taking in the paint. And the with the right hand, she's fouled going to the basket. So she will go to the line for another two.
So, again, Seattle Academy, they're trying to get a shot off as quick as they possibly can.
Absolutely.
And I do like, though, that they're not just settling for the three-point shot. They're also taking it inside and trying to make something happen there. And you end up with free throw shots.
Yeah. We've seen them attack the basket here. And Faye Tate, unusual for a good shooter. She has missed her first 3 free throws. She'll have one more here. And checking in for the Cardinals, number 4, Kiki Caputo, the junior. And I believe we had one other Seattle Academy player.
Maytal Perlin.
Thank you. Maytal checked in as well. Number 30, thank you. The sophomore. And second shot for Tate is up and good. Maytal, the third of the Perlin.
That pressure comes up with a steal.
Yeah, and that is a Katie Drace with the steal and basket, giving the Cardinals a 10-1 lead. And Cedar Park across half court. Now moving the ball around, looking for an opening. Shot on the side. That's Morgan Perigo. Won't go, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Seattle Academy ball. I was mentioning Maytal Perlin, the third of the 3 Perlin kids that have been students here at Seattle Academy. Her brother Amit was a very, very basketball player for the boys program here. Went on to Tulane along with his sister. On the other end, that's his Katie Drace with the drive, won't go, and Cedar Park Christian with the ball, the fast break, and the basket off the rim won't go. Cedar Park they got 1 point from the free throw line, but that's it. Faye Tate, the running little runner, won't go, and Cedar Park with it again, trying to break through this Seattle Academy pressure, and bringing across the timeline is Abby Perigo. Abby, the oldest of, I believe, unless we have twins there, I don't think. But Abby Perigo is a senior. And then her 2 sisters, Morgan and Tammy, also on the team. Checking in for the Eagles is number 15. That's a Bella Chi. So Bella Chi, her first action. 3:53 left to go here in the first quarter. Seattle Academy leading Cedar Park by a score of 10-1. And the Eagles, the shot in won't go. That was Chi, who just checked in. Seattle Academy on the run, but the steal by Morgan Perigo across the timeline. but then stolen back by Kalia McRoy. And McRoy is going to be fouled. So the freshman for Seattle Academy stepping up defense, forced the turnover, and then was fouled. That is the third team foul on Cedar Park Christian.
And Coach DuPree, he'll keep his players fresh. He'll bring in 2, 3, 4 players at a time.
Yeah. His first couple years here, he would platoon, and I mean, he would literally bring in 5 new players every 2-3 minutes. And Seattle Academy missing a couple of shots underneath, and then the steal by Morgan Perigo. Perigo brings it across the timeline, guarded by McRoy. And inside, the lay-in won't go. The rebound, though, is Olivia Decker. That won't go. Perigo with the jumper won't go. Tell you what, the lid is on the basket for Cedar Park right now. They've only gotten 1 free throw. Checking back in for Seattle Academy at the 3:06 mark is Faith Tade.
So Cedar Park doing a good job of getting the rebound and getting the extra shot, but
just can't knock it down.
Now.
Yeah, just can't knock it down. But they are doing a good job on the offensive boards. Faith Tade with the ball, brings it across half court line behind the back, gets a screen from Maytal Perlin, then takes it all the way to the basket. Oh, nice move. Faith Tade off a nice screen from Maytal Perlin. On the other end, Abby Perigo. Now out to Madison Lynch. Lynch moves around to Morgan Perigo. Over to Chi. Bella Chi with the jumper. Off the rim, won't go, but the rebound comes down to Morgan Perigo. Perigo with the shot. Bounces in. And almost rolls in, Tony, and then rolls out.
So, again, if you're trying to look for positives here, Northwest doing a good job, or Cedar Park doing a good job on the boards. Just have to get these shots to fall.
Exactly.
But everything is contested.
Right. Yeah, it is. You can figure at some point, and there, Faith Tade with the block on Morgan Perigo. So again, everything is contested. Checking back in for the Eagles. I believe that is number 23, Alex Charlton. Charlton, the senior. And so moving the ball around, Perigo with the shot. This Morgan Perigo won't go, but the rebound comes down to Abby Perigo. And Abby to Morgan. Morgan with the three-pointer. In and out, won't go. And there for the rebound is Maytal Perlin. And off and running are the Cardinals. Faith Tade shakes and bakes, but forgets the ball, gets it back. Now over to Maytal Perlin. Perlin driving the lane, looking for the shot. It's blocked by Alex Charlton. And Cedar Park has the ball. And looking down, wide open player underneath the basket, but the basket won't go. That was Madison Lynch. And Lynch took in the pass and just wasn't quite able to get her footing and get the shot up and missed the lay-in. And turnover, and Seattle Academy will take possession. And checking in for the Cardinals is number 15, Davina Cortadano. Perlin with the ball out to Tade. Tade now looking for the screen, driving, contested there by Bella Chi. Chi knocks the ball loose, but Perlin is there to get it back. Over to Tade. Tade, long three-pointer, won't go. Hit the left side of the basket, and nothing doing there. And now off and running again. Cedar Park. Morgan Perigo. Over to Abby Perigo. Perigo driving to the left, looking for the basket, takes it in. Oh, Abby Perigo, nice move to the basket, and finally gives the Eagles their first field goal of the ball game with 1:02 left to go in the quarter, 12-3. Seattle Academy leading. Faith Tade on the other end, looking for the shot, and finds Perlin. Perlin steps inside, and I think she's going to be fouled. Perlin driving to the basket in the paint, and yeah, they're going to call a foul. So the junior the sophomore, forgive me, standing at 5'10", Maytal Perlin. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. Again, if you're just joining us and you're listening, you can also, if you're not watching the stream, check us out. Go to the Rainier Avenue Radio Facebook page, and Maytal's first free throw no good. You can go to our Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. If you go to any of those platforms and just type in Rainier Avenue Radio, or go to our website, rainieravenue.world, and you can get to the stream of the game as well. Perlin, her second free throw is up, and it is good. So Maytal Perlin hitting 1 of 2, giving the Cardinals a 13-3 lead here. 52 seconds left, and another turnover. That pressure and then they're going to call a travel. So Perlin got the ball and then moved to pivot foot. They called a travel. So Cedar Park will get possession after the turnover. Again, I'm Rick DuPree along with Tony B.
Hey, hey.
Taylor Kareen running the show, running the camera. And the inbounds pass to Morgan. Perigo just can't handle it. Bounces off of her leg out of bounds right in front of the Cedar Park bench. So the Cardinals will take it over. Hila Giblin throws it in. Gets it into Katie Drace. Drace contested and a steal.
Nice steal there.
Fine defensive play. That was Bella Chi. Bella Chi driving in. The left-handed land won't go. Drace over to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk gives a little pump fake, and she's going to be fouled going to the basket, but the foul on the floor. I don't think that they'll call it shooting. So with 31.5 left to go, the Cardinals will have it with 26 on the shot clock. Yeah, they should restart that. It should be a new 30 on there. So 31.5 on the game clock. Yeah, they just reset the shot clock. So about a 1.5 second difference. Inbounds, Van Newkirk has it. Into Drace, but stolen by Bella Chi. I tell you what, Bella Chi has come off the bench and playing some aggressive defense. But then she throws it away. And on the run. And open underneath is no good. That was Zoe Bishop for the lay-in. 12 seconds left. And Van Newkirk with the steal. Gets possession. The lay-in over the rim won't go. Near steal. And now steal. Van Newkirk again.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
And
that's
yep.
Good.
And Seattle kept not aware that there, with just a couple of seconds left. And Van Newkirk with the ball, then pass it out, but time ran out. So at the end of one, Seattle Academy with a commanding 13-3 lead here, Tony. And Faith Tate leading the way with 6 points, has a three-pointer. And the Cardinals with the convincing lead so far.
You know, Rick, the city is opening back up, which restarts our relationship with Demetrius Jazz Alley. And I'll be having Najee and Northwest, not Northwest, Rick, Najee and his Smooth Jazz All-Stars joining me at 1 o'clock on Friday for our special impacts of the coronavirus show. We'll be talking about how the coronavirus has impacted them in their touring, but they're at Demetrius Jazz Alley this weekend. And then next week, we'll start our program where we give you tickets. So if you are a fan of Mindy Abear, you'll have an opportunity to win tickets to that show next week. Just keep listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.
Nice. Well, I'm sure you need some help down there, so I'm happy to help out. I actually saw a nice news story about a week ago, and they were talking about the Jazz Alley. They're opening up their opening. So that was really cool to see. That's such a great venue, Tony. I've been there several times, and just a great venue to go and enjoy some good music. So, yeah, that is great. Yeah, we are seeing everything starting to open back up. Also, Tony, as we get ready to start the second quarter, I just want to say on SAAS senior night, they are recognizing Stella Jennings, SAAS senior, who unfortunately lost her battle with cancer in January. So they're handing out blue ribbons and in the memory of Stella Blue Jennings, a.k.a. Blue Thunder. And that is happening here on senior night as well. Well, inbounds pass.
Ball comes in, looking to inbounds a pass. And again, Seattle Academy with their hands on it.
I'm sorry, Tony, I was getting ready to play, but it's your job.
It's all good.
I'm passing off to you now.
Dre's with the ball. Dre's with a three-pointer from the top of the circle. Couple feet behind the circle, actually bounces off the backboard. Doesn't go. Picks it up with the left hand. Lays it up on the left side. And Katie Dre's with the bucket.
Yeah, Katie Dre said, not just staying with it, Tony. And not only gets the lay-in, but fouled on the play and kind of powered up through that foul. And she'll go to the line, as we say, trying to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And it's Drace Place.
Drace, yes. And she misses
the shot. Rebounded there. Comes away empty-handed, though. Faith Tate down quickly the other way. Morgan Pierogi. Am I saying that right, Rick?
I've been saying Perigo. I'm not sure. And I'll check at halftime to make sure.
And quickly down the other way comes Lucy Van Newkirk with the right hand from the left side, lays it up and in. That's going to make it 17-3 now. Seattle Academy with a couple of baskets to get things started here. Quickly up the other way again is Sammy Pierogi or Pierogi, or we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll have a little, I believe we're going to get a foul called and that's going to send Olivia Decker to the line. Decker's going to get a couple shots here. 17-3, 7:10 left here in the first half. First shot by Decker is up. That's good. And again, that eerie silence that happens at the free throw line, where you normally have a lot of people screaming and shouting, but under these circumstances, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Next shot by Decker. That one's up. That one rolls in as well. It's going to make it 17-5 now. And Drace in the front court looks for Cade on the right side. Instead, rolls into the center, puts a shot up with the right hand, rolls in and out. A little runner that didn't go. And we might have had a traveling call there.
Yeah.
Yes, Van Newkirk came up and applied the defense. And Abby Pierogi, again, nowhere to go. You got to give the player a little space. She turned and shuffled her feet.
Yeah, and Tony, I mean, you said it earlier, is that pressure causes these turnovers, and whether it's a bad pass, whether it's, going to travel like that, but and Coach DuPree will continue. His team will apply that pressure.
Lynch brings the ball in, gets it to Draze, over to Tate. Tate behind the back on the right side, outside the three-point line, into the free throw line. Van Newkirk from three. The bank is open.
She didn't call it, though. Come on, Tony. You know the hood. You got to call it.
And double team action in the back court. Finally, they do get the ball in the front court, and Sammy Pierogi in the front court. And again, the ball knocked away with that pressure. Seattle Academy, Van Newkirk comes up with it. Drays in the back court. Quickly tries to get a pass in the front court. The Fete drives, puts up a shot from the right side that doesn't go, and we're going to have a foul called. That's actually going to be on Tay, their offensive foul. So, or are they going to? Yeah.
Yep, they did call it on her.
They did call that on Tay. So, Cedar Park Christian Eagles will inbound the ball. Down 20-5, 6:20 to go here.
Tony, that was a third foul on Faith Tate, so obviously Coach DuPree bringing her out of the game.
Morgan Pierogi gets the ball in the front court, and again the ball taken away by Seattle Academy. Drace racing up the right side, defended by Belichick. Ball ends up in the hands of Van Newkirk, gets it to Draze. Nice little pass underneath, inside to Van Newkirk, converts for the bucket to make it 22-5. We're going to get a timeout here with 5:57 to go. And Seattle Academy doing it inside.
Yeah. Coach Carly Ratatushka says, hey, let me call a timeout here and talk this over with my team. Again, like you said, Tony, a 22-5 lead. So Seattle Academy, just a commanding lead and owning this game so far.
And the other thing, Rick, with that pressure is you just feel like you have to speed up. And we're seeing Cedar Park Christian, even when they do get the ball in the front court, should we shoot? Should we not shoot? This is an opportunity. It's not the greatest shot, and just a little hesitancy. So, well, we've seen this from Seattle Academy Cardinals.
Yeah, we have
before
for the past couple of years. And Tony, we'll talk more about this at halftime, but just want to let our listeners know it was a very special interview coming up in between the two games here. We'll talk with Seattle Academy senior Isaac Allnut and also Isaiah Brown. Many may remember Isaiah had a great career at Lakeside and just finished up, played one season at Weber State, earned first team all district, all Big Sky honors, named Big Sky Newcomer of the Year for 2020 and 21. And so they will talk about an organization called Heart on My Sleeve. We'll talk more about that at halftime. Then we'll have them on here live in between the two games, Tony. So looking forward to that.
Seattle Academy again applying full court pressure on Cedar Park. Looking to inbound the ball. Finally attempts to inbound the ball. Drace knocks it away. So once again, this time from the sideline in backcourt, attempt to bring the ball in by Ela Giblin. Does get the ball in, and again the ball is knocked away.
Yeah, that was Kylia McRoy, the freshman, Tony. And I tell you what, the Seattle Academy, they're just active, man. They are contesting everything, like you said earlier.
The ball comes into Perigal. Morgan finally gets the ball into front court. Perigal with the ball on the right side to Madison Lynch. And then a nice pass down low and a bucket converted there by Olivia Decker. 22-7 now. Drace with the ball. Being pressured. Ball is knocked away. Drace gets it back. Turns and rolls it up with the left hand. Doesn't go. And again, the ball is knocked away by Zoe Bishop, but Cedar Park Christian will retain possession. And once again be facing that pressure. Ball comes into Decker. Decker takes it in the front court herself. Has a lane to the hoop. Drives. Puts a shot up. The shot goes, and we'll have a foul called. So with 5:18 here to go, a little run by Cedar Park Christian to pull with 22-9 back within 13 here. And Olivia Decker will go to the line with an opportunity for 3 points the old-fashioned way. Decker and the ref playing catch right now. Bends the knees. Shot goes up. Rolls in and out. Ball rebounded by Seattle Academy. Drays with it. Shoots in the front court, and I think we're going to have a travel call again.
Yeah.
Maybe stepped on the baseline there from Kalia McRoy. 5'5" freshman playing varsity. Again, Decker with the ball inbounds. Again, an opportunity to attack the hoop. This time passes it off. Shot is blocked. Abby Perigo's shot is blocked, and Seattle Academy attempts to get position back. I think we'll have the ball in the possession of Cedar Park on the baseline.
It was a good block by Ela Giblin, the 5'10" freshman for Seattle Academy. And Tony checking back in. Cedar Park's tallest player, Alex Charlton, back in the game.
Abby Perigo with the ball. Shot goes up from the left corner. Rolled off the top of the backboard and doesn't go. Rebounded by the player that you just mentioned just coming into the game, Alex Charlton. That shot doesn't go in the front court. Now comes Seattle Academy, 22-9 with 4:42 here to go. Drays with the three-point bomb. That doesn't go. Newkirk with the attempt to save it. Gets it into Alex Charlton, who's on the other team, but it was out of bounds. So Lynch looking to inbound the ball. Gets it into Perigo. Morgan Perigo, that is. He might have had a little hop step there, but it wasn't called on Charlton.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So we didn't see anything, I guess. If the refs don't see it, then I guess it didn't happen.
So Tony checking back in to the ball game for Seattle Academy, number 4, Kiki Caputo, 5'6" junior.
Ball inbounded to Morgan Perigo. Perigo on the top, fires a three-pointer, rolls in and out, doesn't go. Ball rebounded by Seattle Academy. Dre's in the front court on the right side. Dre's going to take it all the way. Got some contact there. The bucket goes, but it's not going to count, and Dre's is going to be called for the offensive foul.
Ooh, I don't know, Tony. Yeah, got to give her some room, and it didn't look like the player was set, but hey, I'm not wearing a striped shirt, am I?
Well, you know, Rick, I think that Drace did what you have to do is make the ref make a call. Unfortunately, that time.
Very good point. Went against her, huh?
Didn't go away.
Yeah.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. And again, Rick, President Biden signed into law making Juneteenth a national holiday.
Recognizing it's about time, huh?
Yeah, and we will be at 2 events on Saturday celebrating Juneteenth. A number of things going on. We're going to be at Atlantic Street Center at the Rainier Beach Community Center from 11 to 1, broadcasting live. Atlantic Street Center's 20th year of doing Juneteenth events.
Wow.
And then we're going to go up to Othello Park and broadcast there from 1 to 4. It takes a village. Ball comes and attempted to get it into Decker. Then Newkirk gets in the way. So we'll run this back. Tate applying pressure. And again, the ball knocked away, this time by Zoe Bishop. So they keep advancing the ball up towards the half-court line.
Yeah.
And this time the pass is actually stolen by Van Newkirk. Again, that Seattle Academy pressure. Tate with the ball. As you said, 3 fouls now. Van Newkirk on the baseline drives, tries to kick it over, and does get it over to the right side. Driving to the hoop is Zoe Bishop. The ball is knocked away. Charlton with it. Charlton over to Morgan Perogue. Charlton sets from the left elbow, puts up a shot that doesn't go in and out. The rebound is put back up and in, and that's going to be a bucket there if I can catch this number up.
Bellachie, I believe it was.
Davina,
I think it was number 15, Bellachie. Yeah.
Yes, here she is. Bellachie. Three-point shot put up by Van Newkirk from the right side. Doesn't go. Battle on. Ball is on the floor. Players on the floor. Finally, Cedar Park ends up with the ball, but the pass is thrown away and taken by Faith Tade now on the right side. 24 seconds on the shot clock. That probably won't be up there for very long. And Tade fires right away, and Tade buries the three-pointer. As you mentioned, Rick, if she gets going with that shot, it could get hot in here.
Oh, yeah.
25-11 now. Seattle Academy on top with 2:58 here to go in the half. Morgan Pierogi thinks about a three, doesn't take it, gets it over to Charlton, who drives on the right side. Shot goes off the back side of the backboard. Tade weaving with the ball up the front court. Couple players in the way there, gets a screen. Still with the ball, gets it over to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk tries to drive on the right side, hits the floor. Abby Pierogi picks up the ball, gets it in the front court, and you have a nice open layup shot. Doesn't go for Bellachie. Putback goes up and in. That's going to make it 25-13 now with 2:22 here to go in the first half. Tade walking the ball up to the front court. Gets a screen from Van Newkirk. Doesn't use it. Ball is knocked away by Abby Pierogi. Van Newkirk in the corner. Van Newkirk still with the ball in the corner. Drives on the baseline. Finally fires the pass back out to Ela Giblin. Shot doesn't go. Is it Ela or Ela? Ela Giblin.
I had to ask Coach because it's spelled I-L-A, but as you see, I put it in the E-L-A just to remember Ela.
And so I don't exactly know what happened there, Rick, but they're walking down the other way.
Yeah, foul called on, I believe it was called on Katie Drace, her second personal foul. That's the 7th team foul, so 1-1 for Cedar Park for the remainder of the quarter.
That'll put Bellachie at the line. You make the first, you will get the second. Again, substitutions coming back in for Seattle Academy with 1:56 here to go on the 1-1. Shot goes up, and it is good. 25-14. Next shot goes up. That one's good as well. And so Cedar Park is kind of hanging around.
They are.
25-16 now, 9-point lead. 1:54 here to go in the half. Tade with the ball, gives it back to Drace. Drace drives on the right side, kind of tries to step around Abby Pierogi, but doesn't quite do it. And we're going to get another offensive foul called on Drace. Is good position in there by Abby Pierogi.
That's the third offensive foul called on the Cardinals, Tony, so far. And that's Drace's third personal foul as well.
And I know I'm tearing this name up, Rick, but we'll figure it out. Abby Pierogi.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, something. Yeah, we're close. If you're listening and you know, give us a phonetical spell, and we'll get it at halftime. I'll go ask one of the coaches. Now, it looks like, Tony, I don't know if there was a technical call, but Abby Pierogi, they're shooting the free throw.
That first one bounces off the rim and doesn't go. You'll get the second free throw. And the balls with 1:47 here. Cedar Park with an opportunity chomp into that lead a bit more, and so the second shot is good.
Yeah, cuts the lead to 9 now.
And again, ball is inbounded to Morgan Pierogi. Quickly in the front court. An open shot there. That one bounces out, doesn't go. Ball is rebounded. That shot doesn't go. Morgan Pierogi with the rebound. That shot doesn't go. Battle underneath. The ball's on the floor. Seattle Academy ends up coming away with it. Drays on the right side, defended by Bellachie. Tade is open for a three-pointer. That one misses everything. Shoots, goes over the rim. Again, the pressure applied. Abby Pierogi in the backcourt. Tade ends up getting the ball. And again, Seattle Academy just
forcing the turnovers,
getting their hands on everything.
And Tade, the lefty, put that shot up with her right hand and frustrated with herself that she couldn't get that short jumper to go. But the Cardinals retain possession. They've got 29 on the shot clock, Tony, so they've got another shot at it.
Berlin's going to bring the ball in. Looks to Tade. Tade is open from three. Tade puts the shot up. Aggressive play there on defense by Belichick. Ball is rebounded and up into front court. Abby Perigo. And I think that we're going to have another foul called. And we'll see who they give this one to. And this foul is going to go against Ela Giblin.
That's her third foul as well. So Coach DuPree's got the three key players with 3 fouls, Tony, going into the locker room here.
So Abby Perigo makes the first shot to pull Cedar Park within 8. Second shot is up. That one's good as well. And suddenly it's a 7-point lead here with 56 seconds left to go in the half as Cedar Park trying to walk that lead down. Then Newkirk with the ball goes into the paint, puts up a shot that misses everything. Nice save there, or at least an attempted save by Kalia McRoy, but Cedar Park's going to get that ball on the sideline in backcourt. And again, Seattle Academy pressure. Ball is knocked away by Seattle Academy, and once again, Cedar Park will advance the ball closer to the half-court line. Attempt to get the ball in, and finally does get the ball into Abby Perigo. And we'll get a foul called, I believe.
I'm trying to hear what I'm not sure what. It looks like he didn't
think
call
it
a
was
foul, Tony, but I'm not sure why they stopped the play.
And the ball is inbounded to Abby Perigo. Goes in the front court. It's got a lane. Nice little dish off there and a nice bucket to Olivia Decker. And Rick, we've got a 5-point lead here, 25-20 with 30 seconds left. Ball comes into Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk spins. Perlin with the 3-point shot doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by Abby Perigo. Perigo in the backcourt. And we'll get a timeout called here with 19 seconds left. Seattle Academy 25, Cedar Park Christian 20.
Yeah, Seattle Academy had a 13-3 lead at the end of the quarter, Tony. And so they've been outscored 17-12 here, cutting that 10-point lead to 5 points with 19.8 seconds left to play in the half.
Well, you know, Rick, what we saw in the first half was Cedar Park get the opportunities, but just not convert the buckets, and now they're starting to convert the buckets.
Exactly. Good point. So one of the things, if you're Coach DuPree, you've got to tell your team, hey, you've got to box out. You got to keep them off the offensive glass. Because right now, Cedar Park Christian killing the Cardinals on the offensive glass and getting those second, third, and sometimes even fourth shots.
So the Madison Lynch will inbound the ball. Ball is stolen away by Kalia McRoy. Shot is put up and blocked. Newkirk gets it. Newkirk misses. Roy with the ball. McRoy with the rebound, puts it up and in. 27-20 now with 8 seconds left. Decker with the ball in the front court. 5 seconds on the clock. Decker drives on the left side, puts a shot up the glass, doesn't go. Rebound by Seattle Academy. And that's going to do it at the end of the first half here. Seattle Academy 27. Cedar Park 20. 7-point game.
Yes, sir. Close game. Man, I tell you what, Tony, that second quarter, you hit the nail on the head. Is that Cedar Park Christian able to knock down some of those shots that they were missing in the first quarter. So they are making it a ball game here as we go into the locker room. And Tony, want to just again let our listeners know to stay tuned, because immediately following this ball game, we are going to have a very, very special interview with Seattle Academy senior Isaac Allnut along with Isaiah Brown. And they're going to be talking about organization, a business called Heart on My Sleeve, started by UW's Race Porter, and along with his former O-Day teammate, Miles Gaskin. And the organization is raising awareness about mental health. And as I say, one broken heart at a time. So Porter was so encouraged by the reaction of his Broken Heart Sleeve T-shirt last summer that he really turned that idea into a small enterprise with Gaskin. And they're literally wearing their hearts on their sleeves, as you would say, and they're trying to spread the message with their Heart on My Sleeve shirts and hoodies. And again, it is all to bring more awareness and education around mental health and the importance of being able to just talk and have, whether it's counselor, whatever the case may be, but to really be aware of the challenge of mental health and really kind of, Tony, remove the stigma, because there's been a stigma about mental health. And so Isaiah Brown, also very involved. And Isaiah, we're going to get a chance to talk to him virtually. He earned first team honors, all Big Sky honors. He spent his last season at Weber State, and he was all district, named Big Sky Newcomer of the Year. And he transferred to Weber State in April of 2020 as a graduate transfer from Grand Canyon in Northwestern. And it was only the 12th Wildcat ever to earn first team all district honors. And he became the 8th player all time to be named Newcomer of the Year. And he just started all 23 games, averaged 17 points, scored 20 or more points 7 times, had a career high 31 points. So looking forward to talking to Isaiah Brown as well, talk about what he's going to be doing. But again, the focus on Hard on My Sleeve, as he is working with Isaac Allnut, with Race Porter, Miles Gaskin, as they try to raise awareness around mental health.
And mental health, the issues and concerns regarding mental health have been exacerbated over the course of this last year.
Yeah, really have.
For folks being isolated out there and thinking to themselves, I just push through this. I just need to keep going. I just need to get up. It's the opportunity to have folks say, hey, look, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not alone. I think in particular for young people is really important, because of what you mentioned before, the stigmas attached to it. And nobody, wants to feel like they are the odd person. But when everybody is going through the same thing, it's important that we get the messaging out.
Yeah.
So that people, and in particular when you're talking about mental health, as if there's not enough things you have to worry about, as a young adult, whether it be high school or what you're going to do for college, or if you're in college and what you're going to do after college, the way that you feel, about society is going to impact you. I'm not talking about which side of the political spectrum you're on.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's going to impact you. It's going to affect you.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Isaac, and then for all of the young men who got together on this and said, hey, let's see if we can, make this happen.
Yeah. And they're saying, you know what? Well, I'm finding that it's helping to have somebody to go to talk to. And there's a really good article about, I think it was about a year ago, February, in the, I want to say it was in the Times, and where Race Porter and Miles Gaskin talking about how they developed this friendship at O'Day, and how they, helped one another, talking about it. And, again, removing the stigma, like you said, and being willing to open up and say, hey, man, I'm struggling, and Miles Gaskin, now in the NFL with Miami, but talks about that, and that, these players, and by him wearing the hoodie and whatever, and then teammates and other guys in the league asking, hey, what is that? It gives him the opportunity, opens the door for him to tell them about this. And again, to make it a much safer environment where they can talk about this. So everybody is impacted, like you said, especially this last year to 16 months or so with the pandemic.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World. This is our special broadcast of high school basketball. But hey, we've got a number of different things going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As a matter of fact, on June 21st, summer solstice, we will be celebrating Make Music Day. Make Music Day is a celebration worldwide where, everyone just makes music. You don't have to be a professional. You can clap your hands, you can whistle, and of course you can sing, you can do whatever you want to do. And we'll be streaming live all day on the 21st of June at a number of different locations. We'll be down at the waterfront on the pier from noon to 9, a number of different activities going on there at Make Music Day Seattle during summer solstice. At noon, we'll kick things off with Al Hirsch, and he'll be doing interactive activities for youth and kids. And again, this is all going to be safely social distance. If you want to actually get on the pier, you will have to have your temperature taken, and then you have to sign up for contact tracing. But if you just want to watch, you can watch the stream. Certainly come down. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll have a performance by the Tina Hendricks Academy, a group of 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old violinists who are learning to play at the Tina Hendricks Academy. Got some great performances coming up later on that day as well. Goodie Bag will be performing at 6 o'clock. They'll be followed by the Surround Sound Band performing at 7, and then we'll finish it off with Bob Lovelace and Friends performing at 8 o'clock. So Pier 62 is going to be the place to be down on the waterfront on Monday, June 21st. Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. You know, Rick, it just seems like we started off the first of the year running, and we've been moving and charging forward and haven't stopped since.
Hey, keeping it going. That's the way to do it, you know. And I had a chance to go across to the scorer's table and get the pronunciation. It is Perigoo.
Perigoo.
Like a O on the end or
Right.
O on the end. So Perigoo. And the Perigoo sisters, 3 of them on Cedar Christian, on their ball club, and they are Cedar Park Christian, I should say. And they are making an impact.
And you know, Rick, I was going to give it a shot and say Perigooey.
Yeah, you would have been close. You would have been close. So, yeah.
But Perigoo sounded close, but it's actually Perigoo.
Perigoo, yes, that is it.
Well, all right. Well, our apologies to Morgan Perigoo, Sammy Perigoo, and Abby Perigoo.
Yes. And Tony, real quickly, unofficial stats, but we know that I am that good. My stats are always accurate. So
those are the official
stats. Yeah. I'll go to the scores table. Here you go. You need stats here. But with that said, so Seattle Academy, as you mentioned, leading 27-20 at the half. Faith Tade leading all scores with 9 points for the Cardinals. And then also Katie Drace has 6 points. And Lucy Van Newkirk, I should say, the lone senior for the Cardinals. She has 7 points here at the half. And then for Cedar Park Christian, the Eagles, Olivia Decker leading the way with 8 points for Cedar Park Christian. And close behind her is Abby Perigoo with 5 points. And then Morgan Perigoo has 3 points. And Bella Cheese got a couple of points as well. So, again, kind of a tale of 2 quarters almost. The Seattle Academy really just a commanding lead. Went into after the first quarter leading 13-3, but the game really wasn't that close even. You made a good point that if Cedar Park Christian could get some of their shots to fall, which they did in the second quarter, and they were able to make up 3 of that 10-point deficit. So trailing 27-20 here in the halftime. We've got about a minute left before we will have action in quarter number 3.
And Olivia Decker really came alive there in that second quarter. And again, with the press, there were a couple times that she had the ball, was one-on-one, and took it to the hole, converted a 3-point play on one, converted a lay-in on the other, and obviously had built confidence to that point that, hey, if I'm in this position again, and I'm like the words of Shaq, I'm taking it to the hole.
Yeah, and what Cedar Park Christian did well is they were able to break through that front line of the Seattle Academy press, and then they had a 2-on-1 in a lot of those situations. And so I think if I'm Coach Old DuPree, I mean, 2 things I'm telling my team, and I told them at the halftime. Number 1, you got to box out. You got to keep Cedar Park Christian off the offensive glass. And then secondly, maybe you make sure that you have a couple of players back in that press and double on the sides and not in the middle, and make sure that you are not faced with that 2-on-1. So the Cardinals take it in here at the start of the third quarter, leading 27-20. Faith Tate with the ball over Katie Drace. Drace to Lucy Van Newkirk was celebrated as on senior night. A near steal by Sky Bonner, but Tate there to get it back. Tate loses the dribble, but gets it back. 11-10 on the shot clock. And Tate over to Van Newkirk. And Van Newkirk all the way across over to Drace. And Drace with the shot at the buzzer. That is the shot clock buzzer. Won't go. And Cedar Park with the ball. And that is Morgan Perigoo with the ball. Hands it off to Madison Lynch, back to Perigoo. Over to Abby Perigoo. And inside to Alex Charlton. Charlton, a nice move from underneath the basket and gets the lay-in to make it a 27-22 lead here for the Cardinals. So Cedar Park Christian picking up where they left off in the second quarter.
Nice footwork down there, down low by Charlton.
And talk about nice footwork, and that was Katie Drace Nice footwork and gets the lay-in to extend that lead back to 7 points for the Cardinals, 29-22. Cedar Park now on the offensive end, looking for some half-court offense. And to tell you what, Seattle Academy continuing to get the hands on the ball there. And double team down low, now back out. Morgan Paragu over to Charlton. Charlton, beautiful drive to the basket. Won't get her own rebound, puts it back up, won't go. And rebound comes down to Katie Drace. Drace says, I'm going to bring it across the timeline myself. She does so. Then over for the three-pointer. I believe that was Ela Giblin, and the three-pointer no good. And then a foul on the rebound try. Tony, foul was called on number 20, Katie Drace. That's her fourth personal foul. So I tell you what, Coach Joel DuPree's got some decisions to make. He's got Drace with 4 fouls. He's got Tade and I believe Van Newkirk, 2 of his other starters with 3 fouls here. Only 6:07, rather, I should say only a minute 53 into the second half. 6:07 left to play here in the third quarter. Turnover by Cedar Park. So the Cardinals with the ball. Katie Drace brings it across the half-court line. Over to Tade. Tade jab steps, looking to her left. Now driving to the right, behind the back. Over to Ela Gibbon. Given to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk dribbles from left to right, then finds Tade. 9 on the shot clock. Tade, the lefty, puts the right hand up. No good. But right there for the rebound is Ela Giblin. And Giblin puts it in for the basket, giving the Cardinals a 9-point lead, 31-22.
Good job by Giblin there. Sometimes you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And she got that offensive rebound. So far, at least, I mean, we're early in the second half here, but Seattle Academy and forcing turnover, I would say almost forcing the turnover, but Tony, as you mentioned, causing the offense to rush and the ball off of the foot of a Cardinal player, but with only 13 now on the shot clock. Inbounds play. And Morgan Paragu, shots no good. And Cardinals on the run, nice pass. That was Katie Drace to Faith Tade for the basket.
And Coach DuPree rolling the dice there, leaving Drace in the game.
Yeah.
But that was a nice connection there, a nice pass from Drace to Tade.
Cardinals now with an 11-point lead, 33-22. Cedar Park Christian moving the ball around. The three-pointer, that was Madison Lynch, won't go. And Katie Drace with the rebound, brings it across herself. Looking for a teammate. And over to Ela Giblin. Giblin with the drive to the basket, won't go. Rebound comes down. Fight for the rebound now. Loose ball. And I believe that was Alex Charlton with the ball. And over to Morgan Paragu. Paragu across the timeline. And passes over to her sister, Abby. Abby inside to Alex Charlton. Back over to Abby Paragu. Paragu with the
nice
drive to the basket. Abby Paragu. On the other end, Faith Tade, runner to the basket. Rolls around the rim and then comes out. No good. And so Cedar Park with it. And Cedar Park Christian. 4:04 left to play here in the third quarter, trailing 33-24. Alex Charlton over to Sky Bonner. Back to Charlton. Charlton, strong drive to the basket, but the ball won't go down. And on the run are the Cardinals. Faith Tade taking it all the way to the basket. Misses, gets her own rebound, misses it again. Or check that. That was a Drace with the rebound and missed the put back. And so Cedar Park with it. Morgan Paragu. Over to Madison Lynch. Back to Morgan. And Morgan Paragu over to Alex Charlton. Charlton, strong move to the basket again and gets the lay-in. And that cuts the Seattle Academy lead to 33-26. Faith Tade on the drive there, throws it up. It won't go, misses everything. And Morgan Paragu with the ball brings it across the timeline. And so, tell you what, Cedar Park staying in this ball game, hanging around. Only a 7-point difference right now, 33-26 for the Cardinals. And Cedar Park Christian moving the ball. Abby Paragu, drive to the basket.
You know what they've been able to do, Rick, is they've been able to slash and go to the hole.
They have been, yes.
And they end up getting layups that weren't falling in the first quarter.
Long three-pointer, won't go, but rebound for the Cardinals. Lucy Van Newkirk with it, looks for the shot. And she's got a driving, great pass down to Ela Giblin. And Ela Giblin with the lay-in. And Coach Carly Ratushk says, let me call a timeout real quick here. So that makes it a 7-point lead, 35-28. Seattle Academy with the lead. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. We're live at Seattle Academy. Rick DuPree along with Tony B. And bringing you Emerald Sound action right here at Seattle Academy. Just down the street from Seattle University on, we're on 13th. The main part of the campus on the corner of 12th and Union. And the gym on 13th in between, just about down to Spring.
And Ela Giblin more assertive offensively.
Yes.
Here in the third quarter.
So attacking the basket and making a ball game here. And Tony, I think the key again, we talked about this, the foul trouble right now. Seattle Academy, 3 of their top players in serious foul trouble. Katie Drace, who has played a great game with 4 fouls. She's been able to stay in there and not commit that 5th foul. And so
that pressure, one person pressure here is Seattle Academy falls back again, the ball down low.
Yep. Offensive rebound, but the steal by Lucy Van Newkirk. And it looks like Seattle Academy going to a zone defense, trying to protect those players in foul trouble. Drace over to Van Newkirk, looking inside, ball's thrown away, and Morgan Paragu comes up with it. And Paragu guarded by Zoe Bishop across the timeline. 20 on the shot clock. Abby Paragu drives, won't go, but there for the rebound. And that was Olivia Decker, and Decker fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2 shots. And Tony, again, Cedar Park Christian still having a lot of success on that offensive glass, and that's an area where Coach DuPree, his team's got to block out and take away those second chance opportunities from Cedar Park.
Cedar Park has been able to slow the game down. And run their offense. They weren't able to do that because of the pressure in the first half. So we'll see what happens. It's Seattle Academy here as we're in the ball game.
Yes. So Decker misses the first free throw, hits the second, making the score 35-29, a 6-point ball game here. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Seattle Academy with it. No pressure from Cedar Park Christian. Katie Drace with it over to Van Newkirk. Back to Drace. Drace can't handle the pass, and it's stolen. Morgan Paragu with it. And she brings it across herself. And again, Seattle Academy dropping into a zone. Looks like they're in a 3-2 zone. Maybe a 2-3. You had Drace on the far side from us coming up pretty high, but I believe they're in a 2-3 zone. So again, I believe Coach DuPree, again, trying to take some of the pressure off of those players that have multiple fouls and protect them a little bit. Inbounds pass. And a nice spin move by Charlton. Won't go. Gets her own rebound, though. She is triple team. Gets the ball up again. Gets her own rebound again. Wow. And puts it back up.
Aggressive play down there by Charlton, sticking with it. And again, Seattle Academy not able to get the rebound and get the ball out of there.
And Charlton using her height and cuts it to a 4-point lead. Drace on the other end, the runner, and it goes. Katie Drace. A big basket. One lead back up to 6 points.
They're going to need that from Drace now with the 4 fouls. They want to make sure that they take advantage of her offensive ability while she's in the game.
And underneath that, Olivia Decker misses the first shot, but able to get her own rebound and puts it back up, making a 4-point game. Van Newkirk on the other end, long 3-pointer, won't go. And Morgan Paragu with the rebound. 47 seconds left in the quarter. She brings it across the timeline. And Cedar Park trailing 37-33 here, so they have made it a ball game, Tony. And Alex Charlton, the 3-pointer, rolls around in and out, but there for the rebound is Bella Chi. She puts it up, misses, and there to put it back is Olivia Decker.
We have a 2-point game,
Rick. 2-point ball game, 37-35, and again, the offensive glass. Katie Drace, a long 3-pointer, won't go. Looking to get her own rebound. And Abby Paragu.
I think she bounced the ball on the baseline.
Yeah, Paragu. It looks like she came down with it, but yeah, it was on the sideline there, Tony. So Seattle Academy will get possession here. 17.9 and only 17.9 seconds left in the third quarter, and only a 2-point lead, 37-35. So the inbounds pass, and Tay checks back in. Seattle Academy moving the ball around, and Van Newkirk with the strong drive to the basket. She's going to be fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Lucy Van Newkirk, the senior who was celebrated here pregame with the ceremony, had the red carpet, came out, got the flowers, and walked out with her parents, was recognized by the athletic program here at Seattle Academy and her coach, Joel DuPree. And Newkirk's first free throw up and in, giving the Cardinals a 3-point lead, 38-35, 10.3 left to play here in the third quarter. Second free throw is up and misses to the right, no good. Rebound to Cedar Park Christian, but then Newkirk going and forces a jump ball. Possession, though, is with Cedar Park Christian, but takes some time off the clock. 7.9 left to play in the third quarter here. Cedar Park Christian will take it out and have the full length of the court to go. And Seattle Academy back into that full court press.
And this is what I was talking about with Decker.
Decker attacks the basket, yeah. Maytal Perlin, a good play there. She stayed between the player and the basket, held her hands up. So at the end of 3 here at Seattle Academy, the Cardinals leading the Eagles by a score of 38-35. We'll take a short break here, about a minute break, Tony. Then I'll throw it to you for the fourth quarter play-by-play.
Yep, and Rick, boy, just a lot of things going on lately, and by that we're about to open back up. I don't know what that's going to look like. It's been 15 months?
16
in
months.
Isolation.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to do a little bit of traveling and, in Arkansas and Nevada, Las Vegas, there were no masks.
Really?
So we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. It's interesting, Tony. You look at the incidence of flu this past year was at an all-time low. And again, because we were wearing masks. And so there is some value to that. And I have a brother who has multiple myeloma and living with that. But, again, over this last year with the fact that he was wearing a mask, was a lot healthier, did not get sick as much. And he said, I'm going to continue to wear the mask. So, yeah, we shall see. And we know some other societies, they wear masks. That's a regular occurrence.
We're approaching the 70% almost on the vaccine percentage of folks who've been vaccinated in Washington State. Seattle Academy, 3-point shot up and doesn't go by Tade. 38-35 as we start the final quarter, and Seattle Academy right away forces a turnover there to get the ball back. That was Sammy Paragu who lost the ball out of bounds. Seattle Academy with it again. Drace with those 4 fouls. Ball out on top. Pulls up for a 3. The shot is good.
But they say
they're
no
gonna
basket.
Wave it off there. That was a bit of an aggressive screen.
Yeah, yep.
More like block.
Yeah, they called the freshman Kalia McRoy with the foul there, Tony. But, boy, I tell you what, Drace took advantage of it and drained the 3, but no bucket because of the foul.
And the ball is stolen by Newkirk. Newkirk, one dribble, finds Tade in the right corner. Tade's shot doesn't go. Rolls in and out, picked up by Drace. That shot doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by Cedar Park. Paragu in the front court. Sammy Paragu puts a shot up that doesn't go. Drace with the ball, hounded there by Belichick, and I think we're going to get a foul call.
Yeah, Drace was fouled. You see, she put her hands up saying, hey, I didn't make any contact. She's trying to make sure. So I tell you what, Katie Drace, and I will not question Coach Joel DuPree keeping Katie Drace in. He knows his players. And the junior able to play with the 4 fouls, and she has been effective.
Still 38-35 here. Drace with the ball in the front court. Tries to hit Tade. Tade does get the ball. Back to Drace outside the 3-point line. Drives, pulls up for a 15-footer from the right side that doesn't go. Charlton with the big rebound there in traffic. Quickly in the front court, Abby Paragu to Morgan Paragu. Morgan Paragu from the left side for a 15-footer that goes. We've got a 1-point game here with 6:50 left. 38-37. Drace drives, pulls up from just inside the 3-point line, hits the bucket. They're going to give Drace a 3 for that one, and that's what this team is going to need from Drace. That's why she's still in the game with 4 fouls. Quickly down the other way, and I probably have an offensive foul called on Alex Charlton.
Oh, and that was Katie Drace, Tony. she got planted and got set and was knocked down. But boy, I tell you what, I'm sure Coach Joel DuPree was sweating that one.
But Charlton dropped the shoulder.
Yeah, yep.
On that one. And
easy call for the ref. Yeah. So again, what we've seen, the 4 fouls has not altered Katie Drace's game, Tony. She has been aggressive and doing what she does best.
41-37, Drace with the ball on the right side. Again, pulls up. Doesn't get the shot, but Drace will go to the foul line, Rick. And again, with 4 fouls, if Drace is in the game, you want her to be shooting the ball.
Yeah, and I believe she was fouled, so she'll shoot 3 free throws on this one, Tony. A foul, shooting 3. And she recognized, made a good play there and put the ball up in the shooting, active shooting.
First shot by Drace is up, and that one's good. 42-37 now, 5-point lead with 6:24 left here in the game. Second shot by Drace, that one's up. That one bounces off the back left side of the rim and bounces out onto the hardwood, and the ref says, okay, I'll take this one. Substitution coming into the game now for Cedar Park. That's Olivia Decker back in the game. And the third shot here by Drace. This one's up. That one also bounces off. Tade tries to get the rebound, can't do it. Charlton does get the rebound, and they try to get up to front court, up to Decker. Drace comes up with the steal. Drace tries to fire a pass down to the left side. Tade has it. Oh, wait, that's Tade drives on the right side. Ball is knocked away, but we'll have a foul called, and it's probably going to be on Morgan Paraguay.
Yeah, reaching foul there on Morgan Paragu, her first personal foul. That's the 5th team foul, though, Tony. So with 6:06 left to play in the 4th quarter, that could be a factor here pretty quickly.
Drace with the ball. Drace pulls up from behind the 3-point line. Shot doesn't go. A couple of Cedar Park players battle for the rebound amongst themselves. Cedar Park comes out with it. Charlton up, pushes that left elbow out a little bit there. Again, uses that left elbow. And again, we're going to get an offensive foul called.
Lucy Van Newkirk.
On Alex Charlton there.
Van Newkirk Van Newkirk drew the foul there, Tony. Maybe a little acting as she went down to the floor, but the ref bought it, so it's good.
Well, you know, when you're coming down and you're putting that left elbow out there as a ball handler, that's kind of make it kind of obvious there. And Charlton's just kind of aggressive player, you know, but plays her position well. Maybe somebody else could bring the ball up court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drace with the ball on the right side. Finds Tade in the corner. Tade's shot doesn't go. Tade was hitting those shots earlier. Van Newkirk from the top. Van Newkirk shot doesn't go. Another rebound by Seattle Academy.
Newkirk Zoe Bishop on those rebounds.
And Tade, the bank is open again for Tade. Never mind the time. The bank is open. 45-37, an 8-point lead now. Nice pass drop down low from Belichick. Shot put up by Decker doesn't go. Quickly down the other way. This is what Seattle Academy wants to do. Nice step around there from Dre. Shot doesn't go. Tap back in, but retrieved by Paragu. Paragu into the front court. Abby, that is, and Abby steps on the baseline. And so Seattle Academy will get the ball, and we're just having a battle of wills here. And right now the momentum is in the favor of Seattle Academy as they've been able to pick the tempo back up.
Yeah, Tony, that's the key. And they lead it by 7 points, 8 points now, 45-37.
Dre's with the ball. Dre's fakes left, goes right. Gets the ball back to Zoe Bishop. Bishop's three doesn't go. Ball on the floor. Shot by McRoy doesn't go. Coming out of the pack there is Abby Paragu. Paragu drives. This is the pass over to Decker. Decker's shot is good. Olivia Decker with the bucket there. And Katie Dre says, come on, let's go. Let's keep moving. Dre's with the ball in the front court. 6-point lead for the Cardinals. Tade passes up the three, drives into the lane, overshoots the rim. Paragu with the rebound. Morgan with the ball now. Madison Lynch. Ball is taken away by Faith Tate again. That's Seattle Academy pressure. Finds McRoy. McRoy with the ball, tries to get it to Drace. Knocked out of bounds. So with 4:05 here to go, still a 6-point lead for Seattle Academy, and Seattle Academy will retain possession, and they'll bring the ball in front of their own bench. And again, Drace with those 4 fouls. Still in the game, Cade with the ball now on the right side. Pulls up for 3. Tate shot bounces off the front of the rim, doesn't go. McRoy tries to get the rebound. Ball is taken away by Paragu. Abby Paragu, that is. Pressure again in backcourt. Finally, they get the ball in the front court to Belichick. Belichick drives. Perlin, good defense, but even a better shot. So nice bucket there. That's going to make it a 4-point lead, 45-41 with 3:37 here to go. Tate with the ball out on top. Tate on the drives to the left side, stops in the key. Perlin with the ball. Back out to Van Newkirk, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Van Newkirk drives, puts a shot up off the glass. That one rolls off and doesn't go. Again, the ball is rebounded by Cedar Park. And Belichick is going to be fouled in the backcourt.
Yeah, I believe Zoe Bishop called for the foul. Playing some aggressive defense there, Tony. A little too aggressive, and she's called for the push.
A 14th foul against the Cardinals.
Madison Lynch will inbound the ball. 3:15 here to go. Seattle Academy not in any foul trouble. However, Cedar Park, the next foul will result in a 1-on-1. And Paragu drives to the hoop, dishes the pass off to Decker. That shot won't go. Decker gets a rebound. Madison Lynch with the 3-point shot. That doesn't go. And Perlin smartly lets the ball go out of bounds. 45-41 here with 3:02 left. And again, just kind of a battle of styles here. Seattle Academy managed to get that lead back up to 8 by being aggressive again on defense, by attacking the hoop on the offense. And then what Cedar Park does is they try to slow the ball down, grind the ball down low, and work the boards.
And Tony, they've had a lot of success doing that. And especially, again, they have controlled the offensive glass. And so, again, Seattle Academy doing a better job of keeping them off that offensive glass. And these final 3 minutes, they're going to have to do that.
Right now, 3-point shots not dropping for Seattle Academy, but still playing good defense. With 3:02 here left to go in the game, Seattle Academy on top. 45-41. Seattle Academy, the Cardinals, Cedar Park Christian Eagles. 1A action here. All right. Here we go. The final 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. 6 fouls for Cedar Park Christian. Seattle Academy will be going to the line for the 1-on-1. Only 4 fouls on Seattle Academy. Giblin inbounds the ball, and Madison Lynch there to knock it away as Cedar Park applying a little backcourt pressure of their own now. Giblin looking again to inbound the ball. And again, the pass is knocked away. This time, Abby Paragu knocks it out of bounds. So each time a second ticks off the clock.
Yeah. Cardinals getting a taste of their own medicine here, having trouble inbounding the ball, Tony, on this full court press by the Cedar Park Christian Eagles.
Ela Giblin again looking to inbound the ball. This time does get it to Van Newkirk. Gets it to Drace. Drace is going to have a 1-on-2 basically. Takes it to the hole, lays it up and in off the glass. And Drace aggressive on the drive there. Morgan Paragu with the ball back in the backcourt. Abby Paragu now over to the right side. Decker tries to get a pass inside. Does get the pass over there. It's knocked away and it'll last touched by Seattle Academy. 47-41 here with 2:40 to go. Madison Lynch will bring the ball in on the baseline for Cedar Park Christian. Gets the ball to Morgan Paragu. Paragu outside the 3-point stripe. Gets it up top to Abby Paragu. Back to Lynch. Ball is taken away. Yes, it is taken away by Zoe Bishop. Zoe Bishop hands it to Drace. Drace now look to be attack the hoop. Van Newkirk pulls up for a 3, overshoots the hoop and everything. And again, Ela Giblin attempting to save the ball. Apparently stepped on the baseline. So down 6 with 2:18 to go. Cedar Park Christian inbounds the ball on their own baseline. Pressure applied by Seattle Academy. And Van Newkirk places the ref in a position where you got to call a foul.
Yeah. And Seattle Academy still has another foul to give before they're in the bonus. So, not a bad play there with only 2:16 left to play.
Lynch looks to inbounds the ball. It does get it to Morgan Perigu. Fakes the three over to Decker. Decker not looking at the hoop over there from outside the three-point line. Abby Perigu with it now. Drops it down low to Decker. That's where she wants to operate. Ball is slapped away. Ball's on the floor. Van Newkirk, who's everywhere, ends up with it. They Tate in the front court on the left side. Gets the ball to Giblin. Down low to Drace with the left hand. Drace misses, gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in. Bucket for Katie Drace. 49-41 now. A little breathing room for Seattle Academy. 1:37 left in the game. Perigu quickly into front court. Finds Charlton. Charlton looks low for Decker. Let her just a little bit low, and that one off the hands and out of bounds. And Seattle Academy will take the over on their own baseline. 8-point lead now with 1:31 to go. Cedar Park again with backcourt pressure. Giblin tries to get the ball in, does to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk will take it in the front court herself. Almost loses the ball. A couple players are on the baseline.
Van Newkirk stepped on the sideline there, yeah.
We're going to get a step out sideline there. A couple players there for Seattle Academy. Good spacing right there. Morgan Perigu drives, puts one up with the left hand and rolls it in to cut that lead to 6. 1:12 left here to go in the game. Faith Tate now with it, pulls up. 3-point shot bounces off the back of the rim. 1:04 left to go. Ball quickly in the front court to Morgan Perigu. Perigu finds Charlton in the corner, hits the side of the backboard, doesn't go, quickly in the front court now, and fires up a shot that was thinking, well, I'm going to get fouled. I might as well shoot. It was Drace, and Drace will go to the line.
That's the second time now she's drawn a foul, Tony, on 3-point play. And just a heads-up play, realizing that she's getting ready to get fouled, and then gets into the act of shooting.
James Harden-esque.
Yeah. It's not the lefty. Little step back.
James Harden and Trey Young and a couple guys who really know how to draw fouls.
Yeah. And Atlanta, that comeback last night. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Philadelphia. It looked like Philadelphia had that game. And I tell you what, Trey Young and Atlanta, Coach Mike Millen, the former Sonic. Yeah, doing a great job as the interim coach there.
Jason is good. Second shot by Drace. And Coach DuPree, that one rolls around and stays in. Trusts his players, and Drace again has played since early in the third quarter with these 4 fouls.
Yeah, it was at the 6-minute mark, I believe, to go. That was early in the third quarter.
That shot doesn't go. Nobody goes after the rebound.
They're expecting another free throw.
Perigu grabs it. As everybody was thinking, do we get 4 shots? Oh, okay.
Then lost count there, Tony.
And so we'll have a timeout here during the possession, which is in the favor of Cedar Park Christian. Seattle Academy up by 8 with 48 seconds left here to go in the game. Coming up next, we'll have the boys. Seattle Academy boys taking on the Cedar Park Christian boys. Varsity action for you here from Seattle Academy Gymnasium. Is there a particular name for this gymnasium, Mr. DuPree?
No, there's not that I am aware of. This is my 9th year here. I should know that, but no.
Maybe they'll start calling it Duke Gymnasium.
Well, I'm looking up, and and I should say this, and we'll talk more about this for the boys game. But Leo DeBrule, the starting point guard for the Seattle Academy boys, unanimous selection as the league MVP, 3 years running now. Also celebrating his birthday, 19 years old today, Leo DeBrule. So congratulations to that young man.
3 years running.
3 years running,
that's
Tony.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
right there.
So his name, we can see his name up there, league MVPs, and they're going to have to put a couple more years behind that 19, 20, and 21.
Cedar Park looking to inbound ball. Belichick finally gets the ball in bounds to Bonner. Bonner gets it over to Paragu, but the ball goes out of bounds. 43 seconds now. Seattle Academy will inbounds the ball in backcourt on the sideline, just in front of us here. For those of you who are watching on either YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Ela Giblin looks to inbounds the ball. There's a little consultation there between Coach DeBrule and one of the referees. We're going to get a timeout here with 43 seconds left to go, Rick, and Seattle Academy ahead by 8.
Timeout, somebody.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and we have been bringing you high school sports since they started in the spring, and high school sports were postponed earlier this fall, and kind of just mashed everything together for the spring. And so we brought you football and basketball and baseball and Rick, I can tell you I've enjoyed this opportunity here to get back in the gym and call some games and watch these youth have fun playing sports.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's great for these young athletes to be able to, you know, get out and play the sport they love. And we've talked about this all along. Is that we just are our hats off to the various athletic directors, the leagues, just for making this opportunity available, you know, for these kids, because you know, they've been you know, holed up and you know, kind of in quarantine, so to speak, or at least not being able to go out and live their normal lives. So to be able to come out, and as we see, all of the players are wearing masks, and there have been very, very few incidences of any COVID spread.
40 seconds to go. Double team on Tate, and a foul is called. I believe that's going to be on Abby Paragu. All right, nope, they're going to call that on Belichick. Yeah, it is going to be on Abby Paragu. So that will send Tate to the line with an opportunity to make the first one and get a second one. Tate shot. Rattles around the rim and drops through. It's a 9-point lead now with 38 seconds left for Seattle Academy. Tate's next shot. That one bangs through as well. 10-point lead, 38 seconds left. And still applying pressure in the backcourt of Seattle Academy. Paragu pulls and pops from 3. That doesn't go hard off the back rim. Van Newkirk, who's everywhere, grabs the rebound, and they call a foul, please, before call the police.
Really? Get mugged over there, huh? But I mean, Tony, you said it best. Lucy Van Newkirk, the senior, has been all over the place today, just playing a fine game. You know, in addition to having 8 points so far, 7 of them in the first half, some key rebounds, key steals.
That just doesn't go. And again, the players are a little hesitant getting off the ball into the front court. Paragu puts up a shot. No, doesn't put up a three-pointer. Ball is knocked away by Tate and out of bounds. So with 18 seconds left, Seattle Academy in that 10-point lead. Belichick looks to bring the ball in, and still Cedar Park playing with the sense of urgency. Not going to give this one away. And Van Newkirk almost steals the ball. Paragu puts up the shot. Banks off the rim, doesn't go in. Another rebound there, and the shot goes up. That one doesn't go as well from Madison Lynch. Got 5 seconds left now. Ball is stolen away. And again, knocked away. Decker with it now puts up the shot. Shot is blocked. And Rick, there we have it on senior night. Seattle Academy Cardinals come away with the win. That was a nail biter there for a minute, but
yeah, it was. I tell you, but the Seattle Academy, and I tell you what, contesting every shot to the very last second to the buzzer there. So a big win for Coach Joel DeBrule and the Seattle Academy Cardinals, and they were in 3rd place and coming in, and just a fine finish for them there. And then they'll have next week kind of the Emerald Sound playoffs, if you will. So all of these teams will have that opportunity as well, which is you know, a great opportunity.
And so before we get ready for the boys here, I want to applaud Drace for playing with those 4 fouls, and then and coming up with those couple big buckets, and then also Newkirk, the senior,
Yeah.
who did some
Yeah.
things that aren't going to show up on the stat sheet, but were incredibly important to this victory. But we will be back.
So obviously, we want to bring on Isaac Allnut real quickly and talk a little bit about the Hearts on Our Sleeves program. So if we can get him, because I know he's got to get warmed up, and if we can get, we're going to try to get Isaiah Brown on virtually, if we can get him to join us, and we will do that.
I'm Leo DeBrule.
So joining us on air is Isaac Allnut, the Seattle Academy senior, and we talked about this a little bit, Isaac, on the air leading up to this, and we're going to try to get Isaiah Brown on. Tony, I'm not sure if we can get Isaiah Brown on as well. Let us know. I don't know if you need. We're going to try to get Isaiah, but anyway, talking about the Hearts on Our Sleeves, and Isaac, tell us a little bit about this and how you got involved.
Yeah, so I pretty much just got involved because I've always been super interested since, I guess, 8th grade about mental health and mental health awareness. And my beliefs just completely aligned with Ray Porter, who's the founder of HOMS, or Heart on My Sleeve. We're both just student athletes who also have a passion for mental health awareness.
Right.
And it just ended up working super well.
Yeah, and it's something. It's really interesting because as young men in particular, I mean, there's such a stigma around mental health.
Yeah.
And so to have young men like yourself that will step up and say, hey, this is needed. Was it hard to take that step and to kind of come out and say, hey, this is something I want to support?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it definitely helped being at a school like SAAS, Seattle Academy, because people are so open-minded here. But yeah, I think being a man, especially being an athlete, it's definitely taught to just put the emotions aside, let the game speak for itself, but which is true. But I think it's also important to share your emotions with anyone around you. Wear your heart on your sleeve, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, talk a little bit about that. I mean, how you and Race connected. So you guys, how do you guys know each other, and how did he get you involved?
Yeah. So for the senior project, I knew that I wanted to work with him, like about 4 months leading up to it. And I just sent a DM over Instagram. I DM'd Ham Seattle on Instagram. And he responded pretty quickly, was like, yeah, your beliefs align exactly with mine. I think it would be a great fit. We tried it out for the senior project, and then he ended up offering me a job for the summer, and I'm hopefully going to work with him through college as well.
Nice. And you talked about the senior project. So if you're a listener of this of us doing the games, you have heard me talk about the senior project program. What that is that all of the seniors here at Seattle Academy, the final 5 weeks of senior year, you're done with class and you go out and do a real world internship. And so talk a little bit about what that experience was like with you, especially doing it there.
Yeah, I think it was a great experience. There's pretty much no other time in your life when you can have a job with no you don't have to support your family or anything like that. You can just do a job for yourself, just for the love of that job. It's a great opportunity to experience different things. I don't think I would ever think of myself working at a hoodie brand until this senior project. So it was just something that I was somewhat interested in. Never thought I could have a career in it, but so far it's gone very well, and I'm super grateful for the senior project and everything that's done for me.
Well, that's really cool, and I appreciate it. I know you've got to get out. So look, I think we're going to get. I think we've got Isaiah on, and I know you got to get out and warm up for a game here, senior night. You're going to be celebrated. So, Isaac, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to us before this big game, and all the best tonight. Go out and have a great game.
Thank you so much.
All right, Isaac Allnut, and just appreciate his involvement and what he is doing. And I believe we got Isaiah on. Is that correct? Okay, I see him on the there. I don't know if he can hear me. Isaiah, can you hear me?
I can, yes, sir.
Okay, I can't hear him, but if he can hear me, Isaiah, while we've got you on, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with HOMS and kind of your involvement there.
Originally, it was started by my best friends.
Isaiah, can you check to see if you're muted?
Okay, we still can't hear Isaiah. Technical problems. Hang in there with us for a minute, folks. We're trying to get this together. Isaiah, thanks for taking a minute out. I know you can hear us, so we're going to try to get this solved here so we can hear you.
Can you check there and just make sure that you're not muted on your end, Isaiah?
Yeah, mine doesn't say muted.
Okay, looks like he is good.
We are not getting any volume.
Well, while we are trying to figure that out real quickly, I just want to share a little bit about what Isaiah has been doing, and if we can get him, want to get his kind of why he has been involved with the Heart on My Sleeve. But Isaiah mentioned earlier, a lot of us are very familiar with Isaiah and the great career that he had at Lakeside, and he just finished, Tony, a great season at Weber State. Was first team All Big Sky, first team All District, named the Big Sky newcomer of the year. And just his final year, he was a graduate transfer there at Weber State. And he started all 23 games for the Wildcats. It was in double figures, 22 of those 23 games, and then finished third in the Big Sky scoring at 17, almost 18 points a game, 17.7. Had 20 points 7 times, 20 or more points, I should say, 7 times over the season, and a career high 31 over Big Win when they beat Northern Arizona, and was 4th in the Big Sky in field goal percentage. So just a great career, and so we appreciate him taking some time. And again, thanks for hanging in with us as we work through the technical issues here.
I am.
Isaiah, can you hear us?
I can.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Okay, you can. We still can't hear you. Said, I don't know, is Isaiah, if him answering the question, will we hear him over the air, or is it?
No, we're not
okay,
getting
we're not getting you at all. For some reason, Isaiah, we apologize. We are not getting. If we can't get this solved, if we can at some point here, I'll call you, and if we can get you on the air, would love to talk about your involvement with Homs, and then also what you're going to be doing. Talk about the great season you had at Weber State. So I want to say congratulations to you on that great season, my brother. And we will. Yeah, we will. I'll be in touch. I'm trying to see before we let you go. Yeah, we are for whatever reason cannot get the audio here, not hearing you, unfortunately. So again, we're going to let you go because I know you got some stuff going on. I'll be in touch, and we will try to get you back on the air, and we'll talk about this, highlight what you're doing on this, as well as where you are going after just a great career here at Lakeside, and a great final year at Weber State. So, my brother, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, take care. Thank you. All right.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes the internet has a mind of its own.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
a little shaky connection there. We weren't getting the audio for some reason.
But you know what? We appreciate Isaiah's in town, and he was actually going to come to the game, and then he had something that came up. He had to be at another event, and so he unfortunately couldn't be here live. But again, like I said, we will get him on the air, whether it is before the game next week on the 22nd or on one of our shows, because we'd love to hear about his involvement with this. Because as we talked with Isaac, there's certainly a stigma around mental health, especially with young people, and especially in communities of color. So really, really would be great to hear about Isaiah, why he is involved in that. And then, like I said, just really want to find out where he's going with his career. Some great opportunities. And I remember him at Lakeside. And so just a really, really fine young man, and great to see that he finished off at Weber State in a graduate year, and just had a great finish to his career. His college career, I should say.
Homs, Heart on My Sleeve. Senior night.
Yes.
Here at Seattle Academy, the Seattle boys about 10 minutes away from kicking this off. And so I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to come back in 5 minutes. And we'll have the boys game with you. Listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World. It's me, Tony B, and Rick DuPree. We'll be back in about 5-6 minutes.